is 9:58. Do you want to wait a couple more minutes?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We are about to get started with our event today, which is from 10 a.m. Just to let everyone know.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I want to take the mic off the stand. Do not mind me at all. All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Izzy Bear, and as you heard, this is Pavel. And today, in about the hour leading up to our program, we're going to be doing some interviews, and we're live streaming to YouTube. So, hey, everybody. So, if you want to be interviewed, come up to these lovely ladies up here, and they're going to have you sign a couple forms just so that way you know what's up, and then we will ask you some questions, all right? Anyways, I would like to welcome you to the 5th annual Out of the Darkness Walk here at Oregon State. I am so excited to announce that we crushed our initial goal of fundraising $15,000. We have now raised our fundraising goal to $25,000. And as of right now, we have raised $24,158 for suicide prevention. That's a big go Beavs if I've ever heard one. All right. Pavel, do you mind if I start by interviewing you?
Oh, sure. So for everyone here, for everyone who is watching us in the live stream, Out of the Darkness 2024 is happening, and you can either be here in person or online. But Out of the Darkness is an event which is aimed towards helping everyone move out of the darkness. Whatever that darkness looks like in your life, we are here for you, we support you, we love you, and you are not alone in this. We are in this together.
All right, Pavel, what is your favorite form of self-care?
My favorite form of self-care is asking someone else how they are doing. So, Izzy, how are you doing?
Oh my goodness, Pavel, I am doing so well. I am so excited to be here. This event means so much to me, and I could not be happier to be here today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, look at all these lovely people out here. We are having many different events, and we are kind of easing our way into it. So, take it away.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna hang out up here. We have some of our first interviewees signing some forms, and once they're ready to go, you'll start to hear from people just like you at this event as to why this event is so important to them. Could we go to the slides? Yeah. What? Mic is off? Okay, cool. Cue up music. Are we on? Is the feed still live or are we on slides? Okay, sick. Do you need to announce? Could we turn that mic back off for announcement?
You want me to say your name? Hello, everyone. I have a few announcements. First of all, welcome to the 2024 OSU Out of the Darkness Walk. I am Areti Debato Cancel, and I have my partner in crime, Chanel Probst, with me. We'll be emceeing for you today. And we're really, really, really glad that you're here. If you have donations, you can donation to drop off or raise $100 to earn a T-shirt. please go to the front registration table. If you registered online, you do not need to check in. Please check out the activities. If you haven't registered yet, please use the QR code to do so, or you can visit the registration table at the entrance of the event. Also, make sure to visit the AFSP info table, the bead tent so that you can pick up your beads, the memorial garden, and all of the beautiful and wonderful offerings that we have here at the Resource Fair and the Seeds of Hope activity. We have a lot of great vendors here and resources for you to partake of, so please avail yourself of those things. We have the ESA and harm reduction table that you can visit. We also have the Corvallis School District that's here with us today. We're still an hour out from our program, so please just walk around and take a look at the resources that we have available. And we'll be back. Thank you.
All right, so I think we're ready to get started with some interviews. But before we do that, I just want to shout out our incredible interpreter here today, who is signing live to make sure that everybody can understand this event or interact with this event. Thank you so much. All right, is anybody ready? All right. Awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name's Emily. I'm a first year here at Oregon State.
Awesome.
And Emily, if you want to share with us, why do you walk out of the darkness?
I walk specifically for my friends and family and everyone who couldn't make it out here today.
That is awesome. Wait.
That's such a great answer, Emily. What is a small piece of advice that has stuck with you?
This is gonna sound funny, but Dory from Nemo always said, just keep swimming, and I took that.
Well, I'm sure we will all keep swimming and walking at today's event. Lastly, what do you want to tell people to help bring them out of the darkness?
That there's a community that is here for you, and you just need to find them.
That's awesome, Emily. Thank you so much for sharing and all the incredible work you have done helping us plan this event.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Please give it up for Emily. And I think we have our next speaker. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Rithi. I'm first year at here, Oregon State.
Welcome. And would you like to share with us, why do you walk?
I walk for all the people out there who don't know that they have a wonderful community out here. I walk for people whose struggles need to be heard, and I walk to let them know that they have people here for them.
That is the core of our values. Thank you so much for highlighting that.
Of course. Right. Can you share any strategies or coping mechanisms that you found helpful in managing stress?
I think the most important thing to me was just finding people to surround myself with who were constructive. So like friends and family is really important to me.
That is so incredible. It's so important to have such a strong support system. All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. We appreciate you. Hi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Karthik, and I'm a senior at Oregon State University.
Kartik, am I saying that right? All right. Are there any songs that have helped you through a dark time?
Yeah, Fight Song by Rachel Platon. It's a good one.
So, Karthik, you are representing.
The Asian and Pacific Cultural Center.
That is awesome. And I would say that the APCC is always welcome at the Out of the Darkness 2024 or otherwise. And we are looking forward to having you. And since this is your first time, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited and just being a voice of support for anyone going through a dark time. And yeah, I'm excited to be that person to show support.
That is awesome.
All right, just one more question for you today. What do you want to tell people to help bringing them out of the darkness?
Yeah, so this is something that I'd say my therapist told me like many years back, and I feel like it's still very important for anyone going through a dark time. It's basically that there will be people who you will get to see in the future that are really important in your lives and that want to see you grow and want to see you succeed. So just know that whatever you're going through, there are people who really care for you, and the world is a better place with you in it.
Thank you so much, Karthik. Please give it up for Karthik once more.
Such an incredible message, thank you.
It is true. We are here with you. You are not alone in this. And that is the main goal of the Out of the Darkness walk.
Awesome. Would you like to introduce yourself and this little guy?
I am Angela Perry. I am an Oregon State alumni and a volunteer with AFSP Oregon, and this is Mateo.
All right, well, hi, Mateo. So could you tell us just a little bit about what AFSP does?
Yeah, AFSP is a nationwide nonprofit whose mission is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. And we do that through advocacy, public policy, loss and healing resources, and research, and a whole bunch of educational programs. So lots of different ways to get help if you need it, and lots of ways to get involved if you want to get involved as well.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. Would you like to tell us why you walked today?
I walk for myself and also for an aunt, an uncle, and 2 friends who have died by suicide.
So, what is a positive thought that keeps you going?
Him.
That is lovely to hear. It is oftentimes that we find so much comfort in people who are with us, and that is an excellent reason to keep walking in support.
Mateo, do you have anything to say? Wow, that silence is powerful, Mateo. Everybody give it up for our AFSP volunteers. Thank you so much. All right, so I think we just made it through our first batch of people who want to be interviewed. Just a reminder, if you want to come up and share your story, or if you want to come up and be interviewed, we implore you to do so. You can do that by coming up here and talking to these beautiful ladies here at this table. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness, I can.
Hello. So, we will be interviewing some of our volunteers, and I would highly encourage anyone from the resource fair, if you do want to come up and share something, we would encourage you to come forward near our table up front, because we have some questions for you which we would like you all to share. But starting with our volunteers.
I didn't mean to scare you. I'm so sorry. Now that I've successfully scared the heck out of my co-host, I think I'm going to answer some questions. We have some people coming up, but before then, right, I've really been wanting to answer this question because I love talking about my music taste. What is some music that has gotten me through a dark time? Noah Kahan. If you do not know who Noah Kahan is, he is an incredible singer-songwriter, and every single song I've listened to by him has been incredible and incredibly impactful on my life. Pavel, do you have any music you listen to get you through a rough time?
I listen to a lot of music. One of the songs that comes to mind is, I think, Just Open Road by Bryan Adams. Yeah, I love that song. Anytime I hear it, I kind of like to chill. But it helps me a lot to kind of put my anxieties to ease.
I haven't listened to that song. After this, I think you're going to need to send me a Spotify link so I can check it out. All right. All right. Sorry, we still have some people who want to be interviewed that are filling out our forms. So we're just going to hold on for just one moment. Do you have any questions you've been dying to answer, Pavel?
I actually have a question for you. So, what would you say, why do you walk?
I walk because I want people to know that they are not alone. And I walk to support my friend's family, who truly helped me grow up and are incredible people who have suffered a loss by suicide in the last year. And I want them to know that I care about them very much. I told myself I wasn't going to cry this early, so give me a second. And I want them and everybody to know that if you are suffering a loss by suicide in your family, that it is going to be okay. There is hope. All right. I think we have an interviewee ready to go. You want to come up? Yeah. Hi, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Chris McFarland. I'm with Benton County Behavioral Health.
Thank you for coming today. And what are your thoughts on Out of the Darkness 2024 so far?
I think it's fantastic. It's a great place for resources and community connection.
That is true. And would you like to share with us today, why would you encourage others to walk out of the darkness?
Well, I work in behavioral health, and a lot of my clients experience suicidal ideation on a daily basis. So letting people know that they're not alone, connecting people with community, and just sitting with people, listening to people, and being with people is one of the most important things.
What do you want to tell people today to help bring them out of the darkness?
Again, that they're not alone. Isolation is one of the biggest struggles for anybody, and connecting people with community, whatever that community may be, is really important in providing them just a quiet, safe, supportive environment to help them come out of the darkness.
Yeah, it's so important to be supportive of the people around you and make sure that they know that they are not alone, just as you know, hopefully, after watching today's live stream, that you are not alone. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you very much.
All right. I think I saw another interviewee hanging out off to the side, but it looks like Hi, do you want to come up? All right, give him just 1 second. He went back to his table. All right, hi, thank you so much for being interviewed today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Noah Sorseth, and I'm the outgoing president of the Student Veterans Association here, senior at Oregon State for psychology.
Awesome. And I'm happy that you're here today. Just randomly, what would you like to do to kind of de-stress and ease yourself throughout the day when you are feeling stress or feeling a lot of anxiety?
I'm a big proponent of mindfulness. That's just it's a skill that I've acquired over the years, and I really like to take a step back and just observe my own attention and observe my own perceptions every once in a while.
So some people might not know this, but suicide does affect the military community in a very large way. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
So from my personal perspective on suicide within the military is that it's definitely very stigmatized and not talked about. One of the main issues I've observed is that the military is a leadership-driven community to where people won't really talk about things unless someone else is leading from the front. That's kind of the ethos that we follow at the Student Veterans Association and the Military and Veterans Resource Center, is that someone has to take the lead, someone has to show that this is something that's okay to experience and it's okay to talk about in the military community, because that's the way we move forward.
And I'm so happy that you're here and you're leading from the front. So what would be a message that you want to give to others to help them come out of the darkness?
Don't isolate. It's very natural to feel like you're all alone in this, and it's just simply not the truth. Go out and find communities that are similar to you. Go out and find people who have gone through similar things so that you can realize this, you're not alone, you know?
Thank you so much. And a big round of applause, a big hand for every one of our speakers that is coming up. We highly encourage them. Thank you so much. And we highly encourage you to come up and share something. And moving on, so I think we are about ready to randomly bring up a few of our volunteers who are absolutely not ready.
I mean, they're a little ready. Pavel, do you want to go grab some of our committee members? Sure. All right, committee members, Pavel is going to come find you. If you really don't want to be interviewed, you should probably hide. Again, today our goal is to raise $25,000, and right now we're over the $24,000 mark. If you would like to donate, there are QR codes all over, and if you're watching on the live stream, there's actually a QR code on your screen that you can scan that will send you to the donation page. Oh goodness, maybe I shouldn't have sent him away. I don't know where he is. If you are watching the live stream, if you want to go ahead and hop in the comments and tell us why you're watching today. You might not be able to be here to walk with us, but you should definitely comment and tell us why you're watching today. All right. All right, we're going to take a quick break to let some of our committee members come up to the front and get their forms signed. If you want to be interviewed and share your story, again, I implore you to do so. You can come up here and sign some forms, all right? Thank you guys so much.
welcome back. Hello. Just a shout out to OSU Cascades if they are watching the live stream. Hello. Welcome to Out of the Darkness 2024 from Oregon State at Corvallis. And we have one of the speakers. So if you would like to come up and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Erin Weldon. I am the Oregon Area Director for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And this is my second OSU Out of the Darkness walk and probably about my 15th Out of the Darkness walk here in Oregon.
Glad we haven't scared you off quite yet. Beaver pride is sometimes hard to handle. Could you tell us, what is your favorite form of self-care?
That is one of my favorite questions. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a picture of my dog Napoleon on my fundraising shirt. It says, "It doesn't matter where you walk, it matters who walks with you." And Napoleon is here today. For those of you that are watching from the crowd, he's right over there by that white tent. He would love to say hello to you. But walking with him and spending time with him is my favorite form of self-care. There's something about being with an animal that helps you prioritize those basic things, like make sure that you have a snack and a water and take a little nap.
I'm just going to say I love your dog. It's so super enthusiastic. I love it. So why do you walk?
So I walk for a lot of reasons, but primarily I am somebody who lives with a mental illness, and I am also a survivor of a suicide attempt. And when I was growing up, even through college, I never heard anyone talk about suicide. I didn't know what to do if someone talked to me about suicide. So I want to be there for all of the people who are in that same dark spot to let them know that they're not alone, that there is hope, and especially to teach people how to have those conversations that might seem hard or scary, because they're really, really important and they do save people's lives.
Well, you've done an incredible job with that, opening a conversation all across Oregon and here at Oregon State. So thank you so much for all the work you do and letting us interview you today. All right. All right. We have somebody else going. Maybe? We're figuring some stuff out. Give us a second. Here, we'll just have you come up. All right. Hello, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Garner Brown, and I'm the president at Sigma Pi Fraternity here on campus.
And I'm sure you get this question all the time, but can I ask you how tall you are?
I'm 6'5", but I'm one of the shortest in my family, actually.
Oh, goodness. It's probably one of the only times in your life that you feel short. All right. Would you like to share why you and Sigma Pi are here today?
Definitely. Sigma Pi Fraternity raises money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention nationally, and we're just happy to be out here with CAPS, with Out of Darkness Walk, and with AFSP to raise money for a really great cause.
So, way to go. That was the loudest cheer. So, is this the first time that Sigma Pi are here?
No, we've actually been doing this for quite a few years. I'm only a sophomore, so this is my second Out of Darkness walk, but as a chapter, we've been doing it for a number of years now.
So how are you feeling about 2024 OOTD?
I'm having a great time so far. I can't wait for the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, and give it up.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
All right, we have somebody else coming up to talk to us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I can introduce myself, and I'm going to do some announcements as well. So hello, everyone. My name is Chanel Probst. I am one of the MCs for today. I want to come in and let you know it's 30 minutes out from our live program today, and I want to share with you some announcements. So again, welcome to the 2024 OSU Out of the Darkness Walk. Let's hear some praise for that. Yes, yes. We are so glad that you're here. If you have donations to drop off or have raised $100 to earn a fundraising t-shirt, please go to the registration table. If you have registered online, you do not need to check in. Please check out the activities that we have available for you here today. If you have not registered, please use the QR code to do so or visit the registration table at the front. Also, please make sure to visit the AFSP info table, the bead tent so that you can pick up your beads, the memorial garden there, and all the other wonderful offerings that we have at the resource fair and also the Seeds of Hope activity. We also want to highlight a couple resources that we have here today at the resource fair. One of them is the Black Cultural Center, right there, a very great resource for Black students on campus. And me and Areti also are at the BCC for a couple of days to help with students who are needing to talk or just wanting some therapy as well. Also, the counseling CAPS is here. I think their resource table is over in this area. And also I see the Department of Public Safety here as well. Yes, we're raising the roof here. Yeah, so thank you all for being here. Please check out all of the other resources. We also want to thank our sponsors, NWESI, Oregon College United for Suicide Prevention. And again, the opening ceremony will begin in about 24 minutes. Thank you all for being here.
All right, and I just got an announcement from our incredible event coordinator, Tessie, that we are selling Krispy Kreme donuts up at the front. So if you go up to where you see that white tent over there, we're selling Krispy Kreme donuts, and that money goes directly to AFSP. So we'd really appreciate you not only donating, but eating some really good donuts.
I won't go for a good donut. But we have some other speakers who would like to share. Can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Riley. I'm with Damn Worth It. And my name is Mason. I'm also with Damn Worth It.
Thank you for coming. And why do you walk for Out of the Darkness?
I walk because I want everyone to know that it's okay to not be okay and you're not alone in your struggles. And seeing lots of people kind of gathered together to walk together really embraces that and just shares that it's okay to reach out for help and it's okay to not feel amazing every single day. And that's really, yeah, and then being a part of Damn Worth It, that's something we really want to share and get that message out there.
I walk because I want to be able to break the stigma around mental health, especially in athletics. Being an athlete here at OSU, it's definitely something that I hope we can start to bring more attention to and also be able to create a safe space for everyone who is a student here at OSU and also athletics.
Yeah, athletes' health is super important. I'm in Oregon State Triathlon, and we don't talk about any mental health, and I can understand why that is super, super important, at least at Oregon State, and we support that.
All right, and you guys said you were here with Damn Worth It. Do you want to give us like a 5-second spiel as to what that is?
Yeah, Damn Worth It is an organization started actually here by 2 student athletes at OSU. Now it's a national nonprofit working to end the stigma on mental health, specifically within athletics. So we work at different campus branches, just trying to get the message out there to specifically athletics, but really not just D1 athletics, anyone who recreational athlete and just kind of in general in that community.
That is awesome. So what would be your message to encourage others to come out of the darkness?
I would say just to be able to be surrounded by people that are supportive and also be a part of a community that brings attention to the importance of speaking on mental health and also acknowledging the fact that it is okay to not be okay. And it's such an important message to be able to get out to everyone, especially now.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much for coming out.
A round of applause to all our speakers who are sharing. These are super, super deep conversations we are having. The only part I'm sad is that they're not long.
Yeah, so we just heard from some athletes. And Pavel, I'm wondering, you said you did triathlon stuff. How's that going?
Yeah, I'm here today and we have another event which I'm not participating in. But I'm super, super excited to be here and that's what I do.
So what's your favorite part of a triathlon?
Oh, definitely biking.
All right. Well, I've never done anything like that. The closest I get to athletics is marching band. So I don't do any of the running or the biking or the swimming. But I'm glad to hear that at least one of us is athletically inclined. Again, if you want to share your story, please come up and be interviewed. We would love to hear from you. But until then, we're going to... Oh. Yeah. We have somebody ready to come up? Yeah. Go ahead and come up. Never mind. We have somebody else. Hi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Seth Bagasani. I'm a junior in the College of Health. I'm studying public health. And I'm also a student worker here at the Memorial Union.
Yeah, and he's been doing some incredible work here today. The reason why you can hear us right now is because of Seth. So everybody thank him and give him a big round of applause. So Seth, would you like to share with us what is something that you do to decompress after a long day?
To decompress after a long day, I really like to cook. I think that's my daily form of self-care. It's a good way for me to turn my brain off and just focus on enjoying the moment and also enjoying what comes after, which is eating it. So that makes my day a lot better. I think life can be overstimulating. So having something that you can do that feels very repetitive to you, something that feels very comfortable for me, that's cooking.
So a little deeper question now. What would be your message to someone to encourage them to come out of the darkness?
I would say that change comes incrementally and that life can seem very daunting, and you just have to focus on life coming one step at a time. Life will throw things at you, and you just got to take it one step at a time and remember that each step is a step forward. It might not feel like a lot, but you take enough of those steps, and you're just a lot closer to hope, a lot closer to the light, because it's there waiting for you, and you just have to take those steps very slowly.
So well said. I would also like to give a shout out to the other people who are here working with you at the MU team. We have Jack and Carter and Ben. There we go. I knew I was missing a name. They are the ones that are running all of this. They got all the tables set up. Oh, and Chad. They're doing such incredible work, setting up the cameras, making sure everything looks and sounds absolutely terrific. So everybody please give them and Seth a big round of applause. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, now we will go off and we'll wait for some more people who maybe want to share their story with us. Again, you can do that by coming up here at this table. And if you want to buy some of those Krispy Kreme donuts, they are up there at that white tent, and all of that money goes directly to AFSP. Thank you guys so much.
Hello. All the lovely volunteers, get ready to come up here and speak. We are going to randomly ask you guys to share why you want to walk out of the darkness. And we would encourage anyone from the resource fair, those who would like to share, to come up to us. Yeah, Krispy Kreme fundraiser is going on throughout till 12 p.m. If any of you would like to donate directly to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, you are welcome to do so. Just for everyone's knowledge, we are here with CAPS, that's the counseling for sorry to cut you off, but we are here with someone who would like to come up and speak. Can you come up and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Hannah, and I was on one of the committees that helped plan today, specifically for the resource fair. So, yeah.
Hannah, what is your favorite form of self-care and self-healing?
I'm kind of an introvert, so I just like being kind of by myself and just recharging away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. I like to read sometimes when I have time, or honestly just going outside when it's nice. I really love just nature in general, so that's sort of my self-care, just taking a walk, smelling flowers, that kind of thing.
So have you participated in Out of the Darkness before?
No, I haven't. I'm a first year this year at OSU, so this is my first time attending, and I'm really glad I could be here. I've heard a lot of good things about the event in the past, so yeah, I'm glad that this is my first time here.
We are excited to have you as well. And just looking around, what strikes you as something that is encouraging about Out of the Darkness 2024?
It's just really awesome to see so many different people here. You can tell from different backgrounds. We have some people from Greek life here supporting the cause. We have older individuals, younger individuals, people from all walks of life. And I think that's really important because it shows that we're all in this together and anybody can experience these struggles. But we're here to support one another. So it's really great to see all of you out there.
Well, Hannah, thank you so much for sharing and enjoy. And I will hand over the mic to Chanel.
Hello, hello, and the countdown continues. We're about 15-ish, maybe a little less out. Again, welcome to the 2024 OSU Out of the Darkness Walk. We are really, 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 really glad that you're here. If you have donations, you can and donations to drop off, or you raised $100 to earn a fundraising T-shirt, please go to the registration table. If you registered online, you do not need to check in. Please go check out the activities, mill around if you want to. If you haven't registered yet, please do so using the QR code or visit the registration table. Make sure to also visit the AFSP info table, the bead tent, the memorial garden, and all of the wonderful offerings at the resource fair and Hope Rocks activity. We'd like to thank our big sponsors, NWESI, Oregon Colleges United for Suicide Prevention, The opening ceremony will begin shortly, so please keep your ears and eyes open, and we will let you know when it begins. First, let me say this before I sit down, that our original fundraising goal was $15,000. That was surpassed a couple of weeks ago before today's event. So the bees raised the goal to $25,000. If that amount is reached, everyone who raised at least $10 will receive a special bracelet, and we're betting that that's going to happen. So get ready to receive that bracelet at the end, and we'll announce that at the end. So make sure you get your bracelet for all the hard work that you've done. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those announcements. And like she said, if we hit that $25,000, we'll be giving out bracelets if you've raised $10 or more, which is absolutely incredible. Who doesn't like a free bracelet? All right. Next up, we have somebody here from Public Safety. Hi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Nick.
Hi, Nick. I would like to ask you, why do you walk?
So I walk in hopes of breaking some of the stereotypes around mental health. It's so important to be informed and know about the resources in your area, not just so you can be an advocate for yourself, but so you can be an advocate for the people that are around you. And it really is so important. It can save a life. And that's why we're here today, is just to kind of familiarize yourselves with some of those community resources and just being the best advocate you possibly can be for everyone.
So I'm going to ask you, do you know the suicide hotline number?
Yes, so it's recently changed. It's just going to be quick, 988 or 988.
And do you know the public safety number?
Yeah, so public safety, you can reach us a few different ways. 911 will be one, but as well, you're going to go with 541-737-3010. We call it our 3010 number, and then you'll reach one of our dispatchers.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here today and doing all the work that you do, including not only being around Corvallis and being around Oregon State, but actually he stands out in front of the band every game, and he does an incredible job making sure that we have the things that we need and we have space from the fans for a room for our instruments, and he does such a great job at that, so thank you so much.
And thank you guys for being here, really. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. And, oh. We have someone else who is our volunteer who would like to come up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Owen Bruno, second year here. It's first Out of the Darkness walk I've ever been to.
Awesome. And why would you say that you walk?
I'm walking here today because I know what it feels like to feel like you have to struggle on your own and isolate yourself from others and not reach out for help. But everybody here and all the things that we're doing here are direct proof that you don't have to do it alone and that there's people all around who care.
Hey, I've been there before and we've been there before, but together we'll be all right.
Yeah, and you've done so much great work helping plan this event on our committee, right? Have you learned anything from helping us plan this walk?
I mean, really just seeing everyone work and seeing how much everybody really does care about this has just been so enlightening to see, and it's been a wonderful experience working with everyone.
Thank you so much for coming up and sharing. And please give our speakers a round of applause. And we have some announcements.
Hello, everyone. This is our last announcement, and it is that the opening ceremony will be starting in 5 minutes. So please make your way to the stage shortly, and we will begin in 10 minutes. Just kidding. It will be starting in 10 minutes. So please make your way to the stage, and we will be starting shortly.
All right, so we have one last interview here for you. She's going to go ahead and come up. Okay. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Zemzem. I work at the Lonnie B. Harris Black Cultural Center.
So, what is something that you would like to do to decompress after a long day?
For me, I either like to listen to music or I'll like take a long shower. That's really helpful. Or take a nap. Sleep is great.
Sleep is really helpful.
Yeah, sleep is great, and us college students do not get enough of it, that's for sure. Could you share any resources or tools that have been particularly valuable to you in supporting your mental health journey?
Yeah, for me, I go to CAPS. I actually see Iredi. So yeah, she comes to the BCC. You know, I be chatting her up all the time. You know, that's my girl right there.
Thank you. CAPS is such an incredible source. We have so many incredible counselors who are there to help. Thank you so much for coming. Give her a round of applause, please. CAPS is such an incredible resource here on campus. Please do not feel afraid to reach out to CAPS. It is strong to reach out for help. People want to help and support you, and you are worthy of that help and support. You are not alone. And with that, the next time you'll be hearing from this stage, our program will start. Go Beavs!
Just push it. Do we have a green light there now?
There we go. Hello, hello. It's time for the program. I know you've anxiously been awaiting this. We've been giving you announcements every 30 minutes saying it's almost time. Now it's time. Welcome. Good morning. This is the 2024 OSU Out of the Darkness Community Walk. Let's give ourselves a hand. Woo! My name is Ireti, and this is Chanel, my partner in Shine this morning. We both work here at Oregon State University in the Counseling and Psychological Services Department, affectionately known as CAPS, or it could be an acronym, you know, whichever one. We are coordinators for Black and African American mental health and wellness. I want to start off again by saying this year's walk committee set a fundraising goal of $15,000. And because of the work that everyone did on the committee and everyone that registered for the event, that goal was realized weeks before the event. So the committee decided to stretch the goal to $25,000. And I don't have a count right now of the specific amount, but I think we're really, really, really close to that. Maybe Tessie will.
2005. We're at $24,253.
Woo! Also, remember that fundraising continues until June 30th, so there's still time to help the Beeve stop suicide by reaching that new goal. Before we start the program, I want to give a shout out to those who made today possible. First, our statewide presenting sponsors, Daimler Trucks North America. Let's give them a hand. We also want to thank our local sponsors, Oregon Colleges United for Suicide Prevention, or OCUSP, NWESI, Dark Side Cinemas, Corvallis School District, OSU Cascades Campus, Beaver Freezer Triathlon and Duathlon, Food Hero, who donated tote bags, wildflower, vegetable, and flower seeds. So let's give them a huge thank you. I also want to extend a huge thank you to all the amazing volunteers who woke up early on a Saturday morning to come out here and get everything set up. If that's you, can you raise your hand? Let's give them a round of applause. But I wanted to give a little bit of a special shine to the walk committee this year. If you all can come to the stage so we can introduce you and so people can see your faces, tell us your name and what you did part of the program. Yes, let's give them a hand as they come up. They worked hard.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee Franca and I was the committee lead and also the resource fair lead for this year's walk.
Hi everybody, my name is Colin Quigley and I was a volunteer coordinator.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. I helped Kaylee with the resource fair committee.
Hi, my name is Jaden Sheila, and I was in charge of the sponsorships this year.
Hi, my name is Izzy Bear, and I was one of the live stream coordinators.
Hi, my name is Sarah Squeda. I was on the volunteer committee and did a lot of the networking.
Hi, my name's Hamza Said on Knife, and I'm with the volunteer committee.
Hi, my name is Jack McDonough, and I'm with the volunteer committee.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Crutchmer, and I'm with the marketing committee.
My name is Zach Nicholas. I'm a committee member and I'm live stream moderator.
My name is Rithi, and I was a part of the marketing committee.
I'm Owen Bruno, and I helped out with the marketing committee.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I was part of the marketing committee.
Hi, I'm Pavel, and I was in the live stream committee.
Hi, I'm Kyla, and I was marketing lead.
Let's give them a shout. They worked their butts off. And I think they still have a little butt left, so they're going to go back to work. Thank you all. Amazing work. We are so honored that you were able to join us today, and I hope that it will be a day of remembrance and a day of healing for you. Today is an opportunity to reflect and remember those we have lost, and to raise funds and awareness for mental illness and suicide prevention. I honor all of you for the courage and the strength that it has taken for you to be here today.
Hello. So this year's theme is celebrating the Black and African American community through Black joy. So at the end of last year's academic year, we made a theme, me and Areti, for 2024, and it was a year of Black joy. We felt the focus was so much on the pain that we wanted to center joy in our community. To that end, we hosted a collage making event where we created a collective art piece that you can see and is displayed in the Black Cultural Center, and hosted a live podcast focusing our theme on joy. We also helped to curate an OSU library display highlighting Black joy as well. When we think about Black joy, we think of this. Our joy is our liberation. Where there were tears, so lift laughter. Where there was despair, dance was not too far behind. Our soundtrack was the music we created to soothe our wounds. Our pain and trauma chose us, but never defined us. We choose joy even during the darkest times because it was the only way to survive. This year, thousands of participants like you walk in nearly 400 community walks across the country. Your presence here today is breaking the silence surrounding the suicide and mental illness. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's mission is to save lives and to bring hope to those affected by suicide. AFSP works to create a culture that is smart about mental health through education, advocacy, and events like today's walk. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is also the largest private funder of suicide prevention in the country, all thanks to the support of people like you. Now let's hear from Tara, the AFSP Oregon Director, to learn more about AFSP and the programs and support they offer. Let's give it up for Tara.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tara Criscuolo. In 2013, I lost my college varsity tennis teammate and friend, Peachy Page, as we called her, to suicide. In hindsight, I realized there were warning signs that preceded her death, but none of us knew the warning signs of suicide at the time. This loss and my own personal struggle with anxiety and an eating disorder fundamentally changed my values and who I was as a person. After graduating college, I secured my first full-time marketing job at the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's national office in New York City. While I'm no longer an AFSP employee, I now serve on the board of directors for the Oregon chapter, and I'm really glad to be here today. AFSP provides a wide variety of community programs and resources. There are far too many for me to list here, but I do want to highlight 3 really briefly. In line with today's walk theme, celebrating the Black and African American community through Black Joy, AFSP recently launched a new nationwide program called Let's, L-E-T-S, Save Lives, an introduction to suicide prevention for Black and African American communities. It's awesome. The presentation was created by and for Black people, designed specifically to reduce cultural stigma, foster conversations about mental health, and raise awareness for suicide prevention for individuals who identify as Black or African American. An AFSP program that is used right here at OSU is our Interactive Screening Program, or ISP. ISP connects individuals to mental health services before crises emerge, and has served over 18,000 students on campus since it began. Finally, when you lose someone to suicide, it can feel like no one else understands what you're going through. Our Healing Conversation program is a one-time visit, phone, video call, or in person that connects those who have lost someone to suicide with trained volunteers who are also survivors of suicide loss. The goal of the connection is to help recent survivors navigate this uniquely challenging journey by offering support, connections, and resources. Before I hand the mic back over, I wanted to briefly share a few ways you can get involved with the Oregon chapter. Briefly, I promise. If you'd like to learn more about any of our programs or try to bring them to campus, please visit afsp.org/Oregon, or you can visit us at the AFSP info tent, which is the white tent back there. All of our programs are completely free, and many are offered either in person or virtual. And secondly, volunteer with us. Visit afsp.org to fill out a volunteer application, or again, you can visit us at the AFSP tent over there. I will be there, Angela and Erin, who are all here on behalf of the Oregon Chapter Board of Directors, would all love to talk to you about ways to get involved. Thank you all so much for being here today again. I want to live in a world where we lose fewer peachy pages, and we can do that by bringing mental health and suicide out of the darkness. Ooh. I hope this walk brings you peace and hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Tara. Hello. Thank you, Tara, for that information and also sharing your story as well. Thank you again for coming out to our Out of the Dark Campus Walk for Suicide Prevention. Your presence, and at this time, I want to introduce my colleague, Areti Debato-Cancel, who is, again, also a coordinator at CAPS with me and a phenomenal person, both inside and out. And she's going to share something with you all.
I'd like to share a personal story. When I was in middle school, my family lost my uncle to suicide. He was one of the funniest, most caring people I've ever known. To this day, I can't find anyone who can barbecue ribs like he did. He was always ready with a joke or a hug. He made time for his nieces and nephews, and his love for his wife and children was unmistakable. He was a hard worker and a dedicated family man and a true light in this world. I still remember riding in his orange Volkswagen Bug, his big afro blowing in the wind as we sped down the hot Texas highway to my grandmother's house while we chatted with my mom in the front seat. Those memories and countless others are ones I'll cherish forever. Losing him left a void in our family that we still feel to this day. But even though he's gone, his light continues to shine through everyone who had the pleasure of knowing him. I share this story because I know that many of you here today have been touched by suicide in some way. Whether you've lost a loved one, struggled with thoughts of suicide yourself, or are here to support others, you are not alone. There are so many myths surrounding suicide in the Black community. Some believe that talking about suicide will make it more likely to happen, but having honest conversations can help prevent it. Others think that seeking help for mental health is a sign of weakness, but it takes true strength to reach out for support. And one of the oldest and yet likely the most harmful is the myth that Black folks don't die by suicide. I know that's not true, and I know that there are thousands of others who know it's not true. By being here today, we're sending a powerful message that there is hope, there is help, and together we can bring light to the darkness of suicide. We gather and we walk to honor those we lost, to support those who are struggling, and to show that we are a community united in preventing suicide. So let's walk together, remembering the lights that have gone out too soon and holding on to the hope and love they brought into our lives. Let's walk to break the silence surrounding suicide and to let others know that they are not alone. Thank you for being here, sharing your stories, and shining your light. Together, we can make a difference and save lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Aretsi, for sharing that story and your words and also your heart with us. We appreciate it and know that others appreciate it as well. We are excited to introduce our first performer today, Anderson Du Bois. As an alumni of Oregon State University and a man of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Anderson has worked with REAP, a local youth leadership nonprofit organization. He passionately supports youth in education and mental health. He serves on COSA mental health steering committees, holds a certified youth SAVE trainer role, and organizes mental health summits. As a Master of Arts graduate from Portland State University in clinical mental health counseling, Anderson aims to apply his expertise in client support. Most importantly, he enjoys fatherhood and sharing his gifts of spoken word in his community. And that is one of the gifts that we'll be hearing today. If you will please give a round of applause for Anderson as he approaches the stage.
This first piece is entitled Legacy. I am past the point of sorrow and rage and teardrops dropping on the page. It is time I rise up to the place that grace has brought me. It is time I take to heart the lessons my people have taught me. And wouldn't it be grand if I became a man standing all tall and mighty like the trees in the summer's breeze and keep pressing on even though I've been stung by the bees. I must realize that these problems are but grass up to my knees. I stand above all that. Take notice that this is reality. This is no magic act where we can just pull solutions out of a tall black hat, said not all problems could be solved with a baseball bat, and not all things could be resolved by word of mouth. Just remember to keep your head up when things go south. It is time to face the mirror and paint a picture of your deeds. It is time to get on the scale, measuring your goods and your bads to see which ones lead. It is time to clear your gardens of all the weeds, and yes, even though we are human, it is through mistakes that we bleed, but let that not be an excuse to hurt and do wrong deeds. So let this be the creed. Set an example and plant a seed. And paint me a picture of a world like that, and we pass the point of a world so cold and black. Thank you. So as I work with the state to create a strategic plan for suicide prevention for the black community, we're thinking about prevention in ways of wellness, more than just the topic of suicide prevention, but how we take care of ourselves. This next poem is entitled Cowrie Shells and Braids, because taking care of yourself is suicide prevention when it comes down to it, in the various different activities that we're passionate about. And so I wanted to highlight that within this next piece. What artifact am I if my history is wrongly told? What art I face when I fold braids and truth divinely? What facts I find when I peak upon the summit of my nature? My history is not destroyed, it was destoried. The flower is not dead, seeds are just scattered. Find me. Thank you. And the last piece, largely about positioning in where we are in our generations, thinking about our stories beyond ourself as a way to understand where we are, entitled, I Am Before Me. I am and will be the realized dreams of my ancestors and generations before me. I am their remembered spark and ember. And I remember we were not born like this, born as babies in the fire of bullets in this endless blackened Babylon I speak exodus. I am and will be the realized dreams of my ancestors and generations before me. Remember, the bygone epoch of your empire never faded. Someone historically braided their truth through your identity, and baby, it's bad. I am unraveling the lies I was told as I began to realize my ancestors cries hold more than pain, they carry wisdom. Before me came generations who sampled poverty's rhapsody, and out of a rhapsody, we made melody, a melting pot for the world, a samba for the soul. We became stars for the world to see. You see, before I was born, we were setting trends across the world. We became stars for the world to see. I get ticked off when I see a history hidden to keep you from knowing your natural self, thinking trauma was your culture and your culture was dependent upon their fragility. Before me came geniuses like Benjamin Banneker, Ida B. Wells, Lewis Latimer, Jane C. Wright, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, and Marcus Garvey. And these were claimed to be a different genus by eugenics, and thus genocide is still something we feel, yet still I am and will always be the realized dreams of my ancestors and generations before me. Be one who practices their craft. We need once again to draft mastery from our mass, class from our clashes. We need to learn from our conflicts, There is wisdom in our tears, and lately, these years, there were many that fell. Thank you.
Thank you, Anderson. That was beautiful. Anderson does have a book of poetry if you would like to. Is it on Amazon? Where is it? Okay, so at some point he will put it back because it needs to be out there. Look for it at some point. I'll let you know when. Give us a, oh, she's here. Now we are going to move into our bead ceremony. So, we have them all? Okay. I ask that everyone please take your honor beads off and hold them as we prepare for the honor bead ceremony. For many, the Out of the Darkness walk is a journey of remembrance, a time to acknowledge how suicide and depression have affected our lives and our loved ones. Various color honor beads acknowledge your connection to the cause and help you identify others who may know how you feel. Please take your red beads and hold them high. Everyone, take a look around and see those around you who may understand your loss. Red represents the loss of a spouse or partner. We thank you for being here, and we honor you and your loved one.
Please take your gold beads and hold them high. Gold represents the loss of a parent. We thank you for being here, and we honor your loved one.
Please raise your white beads. White represents the loss of a child. We thank you for being here, and we honor your loved one.
Please raise your orange beads. Orange represents the loss of a sibling. We thank you for being here, and we honor your loved one.
We have a special speaker for our silver bead.
Please raise your silver beads. Silver beads represent the loss of a first responder or military. We thank you for being here, and we honor your friends and loved ones. Would you like me to continue? I believe it's been said many times. We thank you for being here and honor your friends and our loved ones. We remember their spirit, their impact they have made upon our lives. I would like to express my empathy towards the challenges you faced. More importantly, I would like to say you are not alone. Don't remain reclusive. Don't isolate yourself. Neither do you have to experience these struggles on your own. There are numerous resources out there. Lastly, I would like to thank Don Phillips for his moral and beneficial support. Thank you once again, Phillips.
Please raise your purple beads. Purple represents the loss of a friend or a relative. We thank you for being here and we honor your loved one or your friend.
Please raise your green beads. Green represents those that personally struggle or have struggled. Thank you for acknowledging yourself and know that we are here to support, advocate, and continue funding research to improve our understanding of mental health. Thank you for being here, and we honor you.
Please raise your rainbow beads. Rainbow represents members of the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you for being here, and we honor you.
Please raise your teal beads. Teal represents your support of a friend or family member who struggles or has attempted. We thank you for supporting your friend, family, and loved ones, and we honor you.
Please raise your blue beads. Blue represents your commitment to AFSP and suicide prevention. These beads show that you are here today, helping raise awareness for funds for research, education, and advocacy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and we honor you. We honor those who we've lost, to support those who are struggling, and to show that we are community united in preventing suicide.
Thank you. Okay, it's time for the walk. The time we spend out on the walk can be a great time to share your story with others, and I'm willing to bet that there are a few people here walking alone who maybe are not here with anyone. We are all here because we've been impacted by suicide, and we are doing something about it. We have some amazing teams and individuals that want you to walk with them if you are alone, so please don't be shy. Now is the time to come together, to connect, to share, and to heal. These are a few details about the walk. If you're going on the walk, if you will come towards the stage, because it's a little different than it was in years past, you're gonna go a different way. Please be mindful of people that aren't part of the walk using the sidewalks. There will be volunteers stationed along the path to help you stay on course. The walk will leave the SEC Plaza heading north to Monroe. Note that this is a little different this year due to the triathlon today. Please obey all traffic signals, stay on the sidewalk, and follow the directions of the volunteers along the route. If you didn't get a program, you can also stop by the registration table to scan the QR code to access the Google Maps for directions. Also, we are making an extra effort this year to get your feedback. Volunteers will be stationed near the end of the walk with a quick survey for all to complete. Thanking you in advance for providing your feedback so that we can continue to improve this event. I'd like to invite Tessie up to give the final numbers of the fundraising team who raised the most.
refreshing the page. All right, so we had some really active teams this year and a lot of heartfelt participation. The Oregon State College of Engineering raised $3,479.91. They're our top fundraising team. So everyone, thank them very much for that great effort. They are going to lead the walk, so members of that College of Engineering, come on over here and grab that banner. The other top 4 teams were Sigma Nu, Walk for Jer, NWESI, and the Carlson College of Veterinary Medicine. And I just want to, yeah, good, you're here. Top fundraisers, Shannon Frasca, Scott Taylor, Kelly Sears, William Hooker, and Eve Elwood. Thank you all for all the hard work you did to make this event successful.
That's the end of our program. Let's walk.